I just felt like talking today. This would be random thoughts. This thing is so close. Yeah, random thoughts today on a little bit about my thoughts. Now, I know I don't need to give explanation of who I am, what I am, this and that or whatever, but I find the internet to be pretty bullshitty-ish. As an opinion, my perspective overall is good. You know, you look for the good, you find the good, you get your this and that or whatever, but overall it's like you must be talking and vibing the same way everyone else is. Like, if you don't, you know, you're gonna get chastised per se, not literally, but and it's the like, why are you doing this? Why you say this? Why, you know, you need to leave this and that alone. And continue to sweep stuff under the carpet. If you don't look for how you feel, it won't happen. Just turn a blind eye, put your thoughts and feelings into whatever your belief system is. And even when something do happen, you know, just COVID action it out when like COVID was, you know, people dying. Oh, well, let them die. You know, the family don't need to see them. It's a pandemic. Let them die, let them die, let them die. And don't say nothing about it and harden your heart even more. And so I wanted to try to talk about that a little bit today. You know, as somebody, you know, I have worked in the workplace for many, many years. Several Army hospitals, several VA hospitals, and in between, before like I started working for the government, I worked various Fortune 500 companies in New York, and then during our PCS moves throughout the world, I worked various different temp agency places that would send me out in the corporate world as well. And you know, as we were PCSing and trying to get back in the system as reinstatement eligible. And so I have seen a lot. I've been around a lot. And so I don't just sit around observing and looking to watch people and this and that or whatever. No, that was a part of my life. You know, you can't take care of people. You can't be around people. You can't survive as I have survived for this many years in the workplace environment as I have successfully, you know, without being able to understand various personalities and behaviors and how to deal with them. And the main thing for me is not to ignore shit. Like, I know when to ignore stuff. I know when to sweep it under the carpet just like everybody else. I know, you know, because there's a time where either you're going to be safe or you're not. Right? So you there's issues of safety, and then there's issues of being from a different background, total different background than somebody else, and then having a whole different personalities than somebody else, and then your actions are different than somebody else's. You got to know who you can share that with. Some people you cannot. And but I'm not gonna do it. You got to know who you can share that with and who you cannot, and then know how to get around and get things done to satisfy the customer. And that's the main reason. Once you know why you're there, if you have a heart, if you know why you're there, if you're really about raising your hand and, you know, telling the truth and hold the whole truth and nothing but the truth and doing what's in your heart, then you do what you can. You do what you can to be a part of that. And the way I share and what I speak, and of course I don't need to explain shit to nobody, but it's the way I have survived and the way I have solved a lot of problems throughout my career in the workplace environment. So that's pretty much similar to what I just put into the voice recorder, and then put it into Google, the AI app, and said, reword this for me so I can talk about this as it relates to my train of thought. This is about as much as water I'ma get. I'm not in Florida. I love water. I was thinking, I'm not scared of people. I am scared of animals. And why would I say that? It's because I found another spot here where just found another spot to go chill. Just doing a little walk. So I've spent again like quite a few years in the workplace, which has shaped me into who I am, and how I was brought up has shaped me as well. And through it all, I learned one truth: I don't owe anybody an explanation for the way I act, the way I talk, the way I present myself, because I'm not out here living to meet someone else's script. And I'm not performing for a checklist. And that's why I create on social media. When I create, I don't say like, share, and subscribe. I know many people don't like profanity. Many people don't like, being blunt and or just violin style, waiting till the paint dry type personality, all that. So not because I don't know the formulas, because I never lived for algorithms. I live for alignment with my soul. And so when I show up as me. The same way I work alongside people in the offices, in the neighborhoods, in the communities, in the hospitals. I've never had to wear a mask to get things done. See, some people think opening Pandora's box is dangerous. But for me, it's already been open my whole life. I communicate, I listen, I connect across the differences. whether the person looks like me or not, whether they pray like me or not, whether they grew up the way I did or on another side of the world. And guess what? We get the work done with dignity and with respect. Meanwhile, some folks still sweeping everything under the carpet, hoping nobody noticed the giant lump in the carpet. I tell you. Me, I'd rather face it. I'd rather lift it up and face it. Talk about it. Respect each other in the open. Because strong relationships are built when nothing is hiding. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not naive. I know there are some people I have to watch myself around. Certain conversations I won't have with them. Not every space is safe. And I've learned how to recognize danger, how to move smart, and how to keep it pushing. But here's the balance. Even if I don't agree with someone's beliefs, doesn't mean I still can't handle business with them. Doesn't mean respect goes out the window. Because dignity is dignity. It works both ways. At the end of the day, life isn't about whether we look alike, walk alike, talk alike, think alike, believe alike, or worship alike. It's about whether we can stand in our differences and still treat each other with the utmost respect. That's how I live. That's how I work. That's how I speak. Not because it's a strategy, not because it's for likes or views, because it's for me. Authentic respect will always mean more than approval. And living true to my soul will always mean more than living for someone else's script. And that's what I can share with you today. Not that I have to, I just felt the need to. Peace.